Good morning, class Earth. Now, today again, we are going to start chapter 6 of civics, second part of this chapter. First information report, FIR. An FIR is a document that initiates criminal proceedings to punish the guilty. The police can register FIR only for cognizable offences. An FIR has to be registered at the earliest after the incident has occurred. A delay is a delay in registering the case may cause unnecessary delay in the investigation. Ideally, an FIR should be registered in the police station within whose jurisdiction the crime takes place. However, in case of an emergency, any other police station may register the FIR and then eventually transfer the investigation to the concerned police station. Contents of an FIR. An FIR contains the name and address of the complainant. There is a prescribed form in which the police record an FIR and it is signed by complainant. The complainant also has a legal right to get free copy of the FIR from the police. Refusal to register an FIR. An FIR can be registered either as a written statement or verbal statement of the complaint. If the complaint does not disclose any offense or discloses only a non-cognizable offense, then an FIR cannot be registered. However, if the police refuse to register an FIR, a written complaint can be sent to a higher ranking officer such as Superintendent of Police, the Deputy Inspector General, and or the Inspector General of the Police. One can also file online complaints on the website of the National Human Rights Commission. In the website is also given http //nhrc.nic.in. In case of cognizable offence and the police have refused to register an FIR. Supreme Court's directive on non-registration of FIRs. The Supreme Court says that if an FIR is not registered in a timely manner, then the complainant may approach the concerned magistrates. In case an FIR is not registered and or steps are not taken by the police, then the magistrate may initiate a contempt proceedings. Thereafter, the role of the courts. The criminal justice system in our country consists of the police, the judiciary, the prosecution division, and the prison correctional departments. The police submit a report to the courts after which the court decide whether the accused should be prosecuted or not. Public prosecutor in the court. A public prosecutor is a law officer who conducts criminal proceedings on behalf of the state or in the public interest. What is the role of an ideal public prosecutor? The role of ideal public prosecutor who is appointed by the state. He acts in accordance with the directions from the trial judge. The public prosecutor plays a critical role in maintaining impartiality in criminal justice. The public prosecutor's duties begin after the police file the charge sheet. The prosecutor is also required to assist the court in arriving at a judicious sentencing of the accused by arguing with the defense. Eligibility. Who is being the public prosecutor? A person to be appointed as a public prosecutor or assistant public prosecutor should have been in practice as an advocate for at least 7 years. For appointment of a special public prosecutor, a person must have been in practice as an advocate for at least 10 years. If one fulfills the eligibility criteria, then he is appointed by the agreement of the Chief Justice of the High Court, judge in the court. The judge hears all the witness and is presented with all the evidences by the prosecution and the defense on the basis of law and the court trial. The judge then decides whether the accused is guilty or innocent. Understanding our criminal justice system. After a person is arrested, it is the court of law that decides whether the accused person is guilty or not. It can't be necessary that every imprisoned persons are being guilty. According to the Constitution, every individual charged of a crime has to be given a fair trial. A fair trial is ensured by Article 21 of the Constitution, protection of life and personal liberty, which states that no person shall be deprived of his life or personal liberty except according to procedure established by law. A fair trial gives the accused the right to defend himself or herself in the court. If the accused is not in a condition to afford a lawyer, then the state provides a lawyer for him or at its own expenses. It is this facility is also provided in our constitution in article 39A. Thank you. The chapter is over. On Monday I will give you the exercise of this chapter.